These are the 6 signs that I found that every karmic relationships express. And I want to share them with you so that you may identify them and have clarity within a kind of relationship that is the most popular relationship that we may have. At the core, there are only 3 kind of relationships that you may experience ever in your life. Karmic, soulmate, and a twin flame. Today we're going to talk about karmic relationships, and don't worry, I will do videos about all the others to go in depth. Karmic relationships can be with any person, friends, partners, family member, anything. But in this video, I'm going to talk about romantic karmic relationship. And I'm also going to answer to the question, can it last? So let's go to the 6 signs. Sign number 1. When the relationship starts, you have no idea what it is, but there is something about this person that brings you so magnetically to them that you cannot basically get away. It's like there is an external push that brings you towards that person. Doesn't matter what you do, what you want to do. And why do I say that? Because there is always a but. There is always a reason why. For some reason, you either don't like them or there is something weird going on. There is maybe some toxicity. There is something. But no matter what, you are drawn to that person. And this brings me to point number 2. Doesn't matter how toxic the relationship is, even if it's abusive or something, you cannot get away. Because that relationship is actually expressing a deep wound that you have. And the wounds can be mistaken as my heart is telling me to go towards this person. But actually, it's you that want to clear out that wound. And therefore, you will bring yourself into maybe painful situation and toxic situations so that you can see that wound. Because that wound needs to be healed. And that's why it brings you towards painful or toxic relationships for that reason. And the reason why you cannot get away, it's because you're meant to stay in that relationship for specific development within your own growth, within your own learning experience. You have to see some things about yourself and about the other person. It has to come out. And therefore, the universe will keep you there for the time being for which that relationship is needed. That's why you cannot really get away. The 3rd sign is that you have thought so many times about breaking up. The breakup is like a constant theme. Maybe it's not expressed. It doesn't have to be something you periodically talk about, but it's always there somewhere. And even you had it from the very first moment, from the beginning. And most probably you have broken up many times, but always come back together for the second reason that I was saying, because it was not time yet. It's kind of like there is a natural tendency to go towards the breakup because that's actually not meant for you. And deep down you know. And that's why there is always this breakup thing coming up. This tendency to break up the relationship because it's not meant to last. Indeed, sign number 4, deep down in your heart, you know that that person is not the one. You know it. You knew it for day 1. There is always something off in that relationship. And you felt it from the very first moment. It's the famous but I was talking about. That thing, something that doesn't sit well, that thing that creates contrast and pain and unhealthy patterns and behaviors. That is the thing for which you know this is not the person for me, but you don't want to admit it to yourself because you're still playing out these patterns and these behaviors. And this is something that you will realize normally after the breakup. It's kind of like, oh my God, I've been with this person for like 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, whatever. And I always knew from the beginning that this was not the person for me. And normally, as I said, it always comes down at the end. After you close the relationship, it's super clear. You will see all the signs, you will see all the things, you will see every time you wanted to break up, but for some reason you came back together. You will see very clearly at the end. But the main reason was always there. You knew deep down that person wasn't your person. The 5th sign is that during the whole duration of the relationship, you oscillate continuously between I love this person, I hate them, or like I don't like them. It's a continuous ups and downs. It's like there are so many doubts. Like one day you feel like, oh, this person really loves me and I love them. And the next day, I don't love this person. Like, I don't know why I'm with them. It's a continuous up and down throughout the whole relationship. And I know that it can feel really painful. For me, it was always like every karmic relationship that I had, it was based on doubts. There was no safety at all. There was no certainty because that was the truth. Nothing real at the core. It was wounds playing out themselves so that you could learn the lessons and heal those wounds that were coming up. The 6th sign is that there is always an expiration date. And the expiration date is not a time thing. It's not like, oh, in 10 years you're finished. The expiration date is related to that specific reason for which you attracted that relationship. It can be any reason. But the moment that you learn all the things that you were meant to learn with that person falls away from your reality. Like, it's kind of like there is an energy that needs to play out. And when it's played out, that person falls away. And these answers to the questions, can it last? In the long term, no. But you don't know how long it takes for that energy to play out. It may be years, it may be even more lifetimes. You don't know. It depends on the path at which your soul has chosen to learn that specific lesson. For me, these relationships were very fast. 3 years, 6 months, and every time I learned something different. Because the purpose of the karmic relationships is exactly to make you grow, to teach you lessons, to help you heal. And therefore, you may have a specific karmic relationship that wants to teach you a certain lesson. And when the lesson is finished, you go to the next karmic that will teach you another lesson. Therefore, the end date is related to the reason why you attracted that, for what you wanted to learn from that person. The moment that person has finished their cycle into your life, the moment you've got the lesson, the moment everything played out, they fall away your life. And again, it's not about timing, it's about what was meant to be shown to you. So karmic relationships are not easy, honestly, but they're meant to help you grow and to heal. Because by seeing these patterns playing out, you can take back the power to yourself and say, I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to stop attracting this person. I'm going to stop playing out these patterns because I want better. That's the purpose of a karmic relationship. So if you take everything that has happened with every one of these persons and heal through that, move through that, process the patterns, see how you behave, what's the lesson behind that? Because that's the only thing that can guarantee that situation will never happen again, because the universe wants to teach you, wants to show you where you are not loving yourself. Because when you attract a person that doesn't truly love you, it's because you don't truly love yourself, and the universe wants to show you that. I hope this clarifies the purpose and what karmic relationships are. And if you have additional questions, let me know in the comments. If you want to support me, you can like and subscribe to the channel, because I post content like this every single week. Thank you for watching.